So to start off this video, the second installment in our MacBook series of videos, I'm going to start the MacBook Pro. So let's just wait for that to turn on, and hold down the T key to put it in target disk mode. So of course, now it's in target disk mode. You can barely see that logo there. But of course, the MacBook only has FireWire 400, and my Mac Pro only has FireWire 800. So way down there, you can see under it. Actually, no, you can't. Hold on. I have tape holding up my tripod because the tripod physically can't support this camera. But you can see down there we have something that resembles a PowerBook. This is indeed a PowerBook. Coming out of the MacBook, we have a FireWire 400 that loops around here into the PowerBook, and then a FireWire 800 going straight into the Mac Pro. So of course that happens because two different interfaces, and the PowerBook is passive as long as it has power to it, which is pretty cool. So right there, if we zoom in all the way, let me turn on auto or manual focus. You guys can just see there a FireWire drive that is labeled Untitled. So what I'm going to do now is take my MacBook and PowerBook assembly and just move it off to the side there, and there we go. So let's just move that, and then zoom in to my center display there. Let's focus on it. And there we go. So let's go up to Spotlight and search for disk utility, because I don't actually have disk utility in my dock. So let's go up there and drag my mouse pad and move my bucket of screw, or my little bowl of screws. Where's my cursor there? So if we zoom in, you can see we have up here, we have 500 gig, that's the SSD in the Mac Pro, our 2 terabyte, which is our archive drive. And then under that we have the Install OS X Mavericks, which I'm just doing some work with. And then we have a 640 gig FireWire drive, that's the MacBook Pro, or the MacBook, not MacBook Pro, it's the standard MacBook. So we're going to go up there, select Partition, we're going to go 3 ways. So 120, 120, and then we're going to have a 400. So we're going to call this, what should we call this? I don't know. Let's call this, I always run into this. You can see here I have boot par and store par for boot partition and storage partition, but those are different things. So I'm going to call this one the third storage local disk for storage, Untitled 2. Let's call this Yosemite boot. And I'm going to call this Snow Leopard boot. So you can see we have, let's zoom in again, Snow Leopard boot, Yosemite boot, and local disk. We're going to apply that to the drive. I hear the drive working away inside the computer. So up here, of course, Snow Leopard boot, Snow Leo boot, Yosemite boot, under my green archive drive. That's what G80-1, it's green archive drive number 1. Not that I have more, but this one's about 3/4 full, so I'll have to get a second archive disk again soon. Or should we call it first? I'm gonna call it Legacy Boot because Snow Leopard, by Apple's specification, I'm sure is Legacy now. So you can see a drive on all these drives unmount. So we're gonna wait for it to pop up again. Actually, wait, no. Shoot, I did that wrong. I didn't erase the partition. I erased the whole drive. So now it's just the drive is called Legacy Boot. So yeah, let's go back to Partition. 3 partitions. There's a wild dog in the background. That's slightly unsettling. Legacy Boot. We have a lot of weird wild animals in this area. Legacy Boot, Yosemite Boot, and local disk. So of course this 120, and then 400, and so we just apply that. No, but about the wild animals, like we have some pretty weird animals around here, and I don't mean like, I mean like mutated animals. Well, not to that extent, but there's like, our neighborhood is just full of like woods and stuff, and I've seen some pretty weird creatures, pretty large dogs, some cougars, I think, or like a cougar or a mountain lion or something. I don't know what's in this area, but it was something like a cougar or something. My mom was out walking and I was trapped at my neighbor's that one time because it was raining, and of course this thing's like sitting behind our my neighbor's trees, so that was pretty cool. But actually no, it wasn't. So you can see we have Legacy Boot, Yosemite Boot, and local disk. So we're gonna go ahead and quit disk utility. And if we remember back to my OS 10 Snow Leopard install on the white iMac, if we need to go up to Carbon Copy Cloner, and we can get rid of that and get rid of this. And so I'm just going to call this MacBook. Not that it needs a name or anything, but we're going to take Legacy Boot, and we're going to go down to Choose Folder because I have my archive disk in there. So we're going to go to Green Archive Disk, Retired Systems, and if we go Snow Leopard Installer, so we're going to clone Legacy Boot, so we have my Green Archive Disk under Retired Systems, Snow Leopard Installer, so we're going to switch those actually. So Snow Leopard Installer, and then we're going to go to Legacy Boot. So of course the Snow Leopard installer is going to go to Legacy Boot. And then we're just going to clone those. So I'll continue the video once we begin installing, the process of installing OS 10 Yosemite on here. So you can see there, still in target disk mode. I don't know if you can hear, but the fans are racing. If we go all the way over to there, I swear my tripod zooms in more than that, or my lens zooms in more than that. But you can see the clone completed successfully. So let's go ahead and select OK, quit Carbon Copy Cloner. We'll be back there in a few moments, I think. Go into trash, or I'll eject all these drives because the MacBook is trash anyway. Just kidding on that one. So now, if we zoom out, let's zoom in on the MacBook. White balance is a bit off, but as you can see, my tripod doesn't support the camera. So let's shut off the machine, unplug the FireWire and MagSafe power, and bring this all the way over here. So turn on the machine. Now it should boot into a snow leopard. Was my lens focusing. So now for the best part of every OS X installation. Oh, wait. Got fooled again by that. No, wait. Hold on. One sec. There we go. Best part. Alright, so, yeah, it is installed properly now. I always get mixed up on that. I think it's gonna boot immediately into an intro video, but it doesn't. So, it asks me to select my language, I select English, and then it plays the intro video on this installation. The next clip we should see is installing Yosemite on a drive in the Mac Pro. So I'll explain what we're doing with that because my camera battery is about to die. So the time has come to install Yosemite on our MacBook. So the first thing we're going to do is right here in the MacBook Pro already, I have this. Wait a second now. Well, yeah, anyway. This is my Transcend 16 gig SD card. So, I love that. But what that is our Yosemite installer. So I just put it on an SD card out of stupidity. I selected the wrong disk when I was making it. So, first, I'm gonna start the MacBook Pro. Hold down Option. And now boot into the Yosemite installer. So I'm gonna sneak around the tripod. Hit the power button on the MacBook Pro. Hold down the T key on the keyboard. And it boots into target disk mode. So I'll continue the video once we're in an installer. Alright, so we're in the Yosemite installer. So we can skip the disk utility step because we already configured the drive and everything in the last little bit of the video, the last half of it. So the fans are starting to go on the MacBook. These things heat up like really over the toply, I guess, but agree. So what disk? Let's Yosemite boot install. Alright, so we are now installing on the Yosemite Partition, and that was, sorry, I just hit the tripod. So after about a minute of recording, let's end this clip, and I will continue once it's installed, once we're at a desktop. I'm not going to go through the setup stage, I'll just do it when we're at the desktop. So I don't know if you can hear in the background, but the MacBook is kind of screaming at me. It just wants to get this installation chain finished, so that's what we're going to do. So you can see I'm sharing my screen with the new installation. Of course, this is my MacBook Pro because the MacBook Pro supports Yosemite natively, and then we're going to modify it because we're booting off of the MacBook's hard drive over FireWire 400. Believe me, it's going to be pretty slow. Basically, to start, what we need to do is, or we're going to go into Finder. Finder just comes up on my computer, so, actually, no, we're not. Let's go to Finder, Preferences, and then select hard drives and connected servers. So we'll just move these out of the way. We'll also move that out of the way. Buddy, come on. Yeah, it's not letting me do that. Just stuff it. So, Yosemite boot. I don't see my internal SSD showing up, so I hope everything's alright with that. But we're going to go into System, click on that view, so let's go to Library. From here we're going to go down to Core Services. And Core Services, let's right click on this. Hold on. Get info. Sharing and permissions. And then we want to change all of this to read and write. And then down here we should go to platform support.plist. Here we are. And then if we scroll down all the way to right here, we're going to hit return. We get this, so we want to duplicate it. And then we want to scroll back down to right here. And let me see, what is it? Mac F2278889, and then the end tag. I'm using this document here. You can see the highlighted one is the MacBook 4,1. I'll put the link to this in the description if you want to see it. And then we're going to go all the way to the bottom and do MacBook 4,1. Then we want to save this. So you can see save to core services right there. We're going to do .plist. .plist. Save, use plist, and then we get this. So platform support.plist already exists. Do you want to replace it? Yes. So now this will override our new platform support document. Will override the old one. So we'll get rid of that. Shut down the machine, and that's going to be it. Alright, well I accidentally messed something up on the camera, but we're back. Just in time. Well, that's sad. Look at this. Well, it was worth a shot. So, basically, in a nutshell, what happened here was it doesn't support the graphics. told you guys I thought this might happen, but you can see if we where's our cursor there? It's actually quite slow, but if we do something that requires anything with graphics flashiness, you can see it gets all glitchy. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is later on off camera I'm gonna install Mavericks the same way, but anyway, so in theory it did work. We do have Yosemite on a MacBook 4.1. However, in practice it didn't work because it's all glitchy, and it does the same thing with my Xserve. Mavericks, I don't have this problem with it, so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and install Mavericks later on with my little method. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I did. In the next video, we should be seeing a bit of an update for the channel. I have some stuff I want to talk about regarding like video quality and stuff like that. I feel like this video has been a lot higher quality than they have been recently. So I might get another new camera in a few months now, for my birthday, so like a month and a half. Something that's easier to, this camera that I'm using now, the EOS Rebel T5, seems to be meant as more of a photography camera, not a video camera. But, so in the next video we should be seeing a channel update. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.